Thank you.
Thank you, David.
The jewel in the heart of the lotus manifest with compassion for the earth and all her beings.
Thank you. Well, this week we're in spring. Earth Day happened. And today we're going to honor that and look at it spiritually for ourselves, because I do believe that every day is Earth Day. Yeah. Thank you. I got the choir here. Let's all sing. It's so good. Every day is Earth Day. Let's say that. Every day is Earth Day. Every day is Earth Day. I like that. And so we start at the beginning, the very beginning of the Bible, Genesis, the creation. And it says here, Genesis chapter 1, verse 31, God saw everything he had made, and indeed it was very good. Indeed, everything that God is very good. And we're one with God. So we're good. And this is important. It's important in knowing that goodness, because when things happen, when that shit runs around in the fan, I know that's not a very Sunday thing to say, but it happens. Anyone ever have a life without that happening? No, it happens. Amen. And when it happens, we need to remember that there's a sustaining good within us, and whatever's causing that flow in the air of the fan. We need to know that we're one with God. Believe it in every cell of our being and operate from that place. Seems simple enough, but it is a practice. And we need to choose that every day. So let's look at Earth Day. The first Earth Day was celebrated in 1970, not too long ago, when Senator Gaylord Nelson, yes, that's him, from Wisconsin, organized a national demonstration to raise awareness about environmental issues, now observed by over 193 countries and at least 1 billion people annually. A good idea, yes? And a lot of people agree to it. And why? What's so good about Earth Day? Anyone?
It's where we come from.
It's where we come from. Good.
We need the earth to be alive on.
We need the earth to be alive, yes. It's so important that we take it for granted. I know I do. But the earth is our nurturance. It's our sustainer. It's our support. If we take that wide view, that first look at the earth from space, this little teeny marble, beautiful marble, floating in space, that's what we are. That's where we are. And what we choose to do, how we interact with the earth, determines how well the earth is doing. Now, I don't know if you know this, but many years ago, Unity has a part of Unity that's called Earth Care. And we are a Unity Earth Care congregation. And in that, we've made decisions. There's a long battery of lists of things we needed to do in order to be an Earth Care congregation. We installed LED lighting everywhere on the campus. We have a upscale way of passing on our things. We changed from having paper plates and plastic to permanent, reusable plates and flatware and cups. I haven't taken the step to have cloth napkins for all our use, and then all the cleaning and watering that would take for that, but I think that's okay right now. We have our nature sanctuary. We've done a lot to take care of our campus. And it's beautiful, isn't it? So we have this covenant that was given to us by the Unity Earth Care folks, and it reads like this. It's on the back of your bulletin. We know that the earth and all creation flow from God. This is our first unity principle, that there is one presence and one power in the universe. We accept the call to be careful, humble stewards of this earth, to protect and restore it for its own sake and for the future use and enjoyment of the human family. As people of faith, we commit to a renewed reverence for life and respect for the interdependent web of all existence. Now, does this resonate with you? This is a value. The only thing I'd add to this, enjoyment of the human and all life on the planet, family. I would extend that we don't do this just for us, but we're doing it for all living creatures because we share this planet with them. It's beautiful. So, to conclude that, God provides us with everything we need, to take care of the earth. We will do this through stewardship, education, facility management, and outreach. And we do this by the choices of how we live in our greater community and what we do. It's quite wonderful. Thank you for being part of that. Now, Chief Seattle was an advocate. He chose to learn English and to speak about the Native teachings at a time when most Native peoples were being eradicated from the planet. And this came from one of his speeches. It says, humankind has not woven the web of life. We are but one thread within it. Whatever we do to the web, we do to ourselves. All things are bound together. All things connect. And we know this in unity because we affirm that we're one, that we're all one. And that oneness within us is that bright, brilliant connection, that seed of God, that Christ consciousness within us that's true for each one of us. And there's no difference between my Christness and your Christness. In truth, we could call each other Christ. Terry Christ, Lilia Christ, Emily Christ. And that's just that row. We're all Christ. And that oneness calls us to a responsibility. And we might think, oh, well, if I throw this lithium battery in the trash and just goes to the dump, who cares? It makes a difference. Each choice we make. Every single time you take a shopping bag to H-E-B and have the things in a reusable shopping bag and not get one of those plastic tree blossoms. Ever notice how they blow into the trees and then they flutter around like there's some forbidden fruit on the tree? We need to stop using those. We are teachable. Now there's a learning curve because you have to remember to put the shopping bags in the trunk. And then you have to remember that when you're standing at checkout that you have the shopping bag with you, not in the trunk. And then when you get home and you unpack the groceries, you take the shopping bags and put them back in the trunk.
Right.
It takes a little while. But it's kind of like washing your hands. You rinse them, you soap them, you wash them, you rinse them. If you don't do it in that order, you don't get your hands clean. If you don't do it in that order, you don't use the reusable shopping bags. But it makes a difference because every day is Earth Day. Now, Jane Goodall, she has made a mark on studying primates and determining that we're not so far distant from the primates. And she brought about great wisdom in connecting us with a broader sense of the world. And here she says, you cannot get through a single day without having impact on the world around you. What you do makes a difference. And you have to decide what kind of a difference you want to make. It may seem like, what does my actions have anything to do with the whole? Well, you're integrally part of the whole. So our butterfly garden, we do it and the butterflies come. I don't know if you've spent time in our nature sanctuary, but it's full of butterflies and birds. It's beautiful. And it's taken energy. Planting, de-deering, watering, to allow that to be. And it makes a difference so that the monarchs can sustain themselves. There's another thing that we can do. We can take our shoes off and our socks off, and we can stand on the earth. We can feel the blades of grass or the ground underneath our feet. Nothing separating us from our home, earth. This is called grounding or earthing. I'll remind you of it later, but it's significant. And scientific study says just doing this on a regular basis allows us greater balance, greater connection, and it opens us up to realizing how important we are right here, right now. Because every day is Earth Day. Albert Einstein spoke about how he would study and work, but much of his wisdom came from sleeping through with an idea and waking up. And he found that as he aged, he wrote a lot about spiritual nature of things. And he says here, look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. Because we are nature. It's human nature. It's the seasons. And it doesn't matter what you go to find your nature. Go to Enchanted Rock and lay out on the rock and listen. Go to the mountains. Go to the rivers. Go to the ocean. Any nature that appeals to you. It could be deep in the forest. The forest is not quiet. Listen to the birds. Are you aware of the grass growing? Are you able to perceive the buds coming out on the magnolia? Smell it. Drink it. Next time you drink water, drink what this is. This life energy in this water. And drink it as a precious gift rather than, I'm just going to have some water. And then what we choose to do with the water. There's a lot of talk right now about a drought. And are we going to have enough water? A call for Earth Day has this look, how can I conserve? How can I reuse water? I read about that there's someone who collects the water that comes out of their air conditioner. They get 5 gallons of water a day. That's a lot of water. Might be a very big air conditioner, but that's what it said in the article. We can make choices to conserve that precious gift and allow our experience to be one of education with our family, with our community, with our neighbors. Life is precious. And in reality, every day is Earth Day. Mark Nepo speaks at a lot of Unity churches. He's written some wonderful books. And he also speaks about spiritual awakening. And today he asks, what will you do today, knowing that you are one of the rarest forms of life to ever walk on the earth? How will you carry yourself? Do you realize what an amazing life form you are? Your ability to have consciousness and choose what you do. You can walk, you can sing, you can think, you can write, you can knit, and you can crochet. You can do so many things that most of the other life can't do. We are a rare life form. So if you know that, how will you choose to carry yourself on this beloved earth today? I've got some helpful hints. The first one is grounding earthing. Stand barefoot on the ground or the grass and just listen and connect to where you are. If you have any questions about this, want to know how you do it, talk to Lauren Frederick. She walks barefoot all the time. In fact, rarely do I see her in shoes. It's powerful. Then there's the 3 R's. Reduce, reuse, recycle. We've heard them, but let's embody them as part of our spiritual journey. So reduce our water use. Minimize waste. Buy in bulk. That's one way that we can do it. Or choose items that have less packaging. Some companies are starting to do this. They're starting to create so there's less packaging. And avoid single-use plastic. If anyone finds a truly viable paper straw, let me know. I keep buying them and they fall apart in my glass. So if anyone ever finds one, I would love to. I don't understand. They used to have paper straws only, and they work just fine. I guess those companies are out of business. Well, someone's got to reinvent the paper straw. Reuse. Reusable shopping bags. It's important. It's valuable. Compost. Not everyone can, but maybe you can find someone in your neighborhood who does and contributed, or a neighborhood garden. And upscale. Upscale is giving good items to carry on. Our thrift store is an upscale. When we pass, don't throw it away. See if it can be repurposed. And the third is recycle. Recycle your paper, your glass, your plastic, aluminum, and tin. And I don't know if you know about this, but right here in New Braunfels on April 15th, this week, well, a week ago, a new $72 million recycling facility equipped with 16 optical sorters, the use of cameras and lasers to identify and properly support materials discarded at the center. The Mesquite Creek Recycling can process up to 144,000 tons of material annually and is also equipped with an education center. Cardboard, paper, water bottles, aluminum cans, and tin cans are among the materials that can be recycled at the facility at 808 Kohlenberg Road, right over there. So recycling is good because as we do this, our state-of-the-art facility can handle it and repurpose those materials for things in our world. They take those milk cartons, the gallon milk cartons, and they make fencing that's fabulous. They do this in Hawaii, and virtually every home has a milk carton made fence around its property that lasts forever and can handle the sun just fine. They have boardwalks next to into the bird sanctuaries and stuff made of milk cartons. We have the power to change how we operate in the world by the choices we make. And there's a spiritual nature to this because we're all one. And in that, we're all in it together. Because every day is Earth Day. Thank you.